Hello everyone, it's Denise at Something Beautiful Handcrafts, and today I'm going to introduce you to the Roberta electronic spinner. Now, I picked up this e-spinner at Praxis. I'm working on some lock spun yarn, and the luette is in storage, and there's really not any room up here to have a second wheel anyway, and I don't want to stick the ladybug anywhere. So it was just easier for me to borrow a wheel from Praxis and something much smaller than either of those two wheels. And it was the e-spinner. I discovered the e-spinner at Praxis just a few weeks ago. All this time I've been there kind of messing around and using looms and teaching spinning wheel classes. So I've looked at all the spinning wheels, and it just so happens I went back there one day. I think it was during the cranking, looking for some oil or something for one of the sock machines, and saw the case, decided to look at it, opened it up, and it was an e-spinner. So this will be my first time using it. And I chose it because, of course, look at the size of the hooks. And they are on par with the size of the hooks and the thickness for the luette, so they should be perfect for the lock spun yarn. And this bobbin it's got a pretty nice space between the arms of the flyer and the bobbin. So we should be able to fit, a couple yards of lock spun yarn on there. Now I'm just going to give you kind of a brief overview, or I don't know, we'll try to keep it brief. But it comes with this little paper. And because this is a secondhand item and it was donated to Praxis, and I don't think anybody's ever used it there. I don't know if this is all that comes in the case. I probably have to look it up and see what comes with it. But this is kind of glossy oiled paper, and it's got the basic instructions on it. It tells you to remember to oil it, which is a thing that is very important for all of the spinning wheels. And it shows you a little diagram where you need to put the oil at. And someone has so kindly starred that to make sure that whoever is operating the machine adheres to those suggestions. And then there's a note to inspect the high tension lead frequently, which is over there. And to make sure it's not cracked or frayed, check the plugs out, all that kind of stuff. So you need to pay attention to things. There we go. That's the high tension lead. You should be able to see that. And then it shows you that the tension knob adjuster is located in front of the machine. So here's the tension adjusting knob. Okay. To underspin, less tension. To overspin, of course, more tension. And then the controls are self-explanatory, which they are. And then there's another little diagram showing you where to put more oil at. And I will show you the controls. This is what they look like on the paper. So that's all the instructions really you need. Here are the controls. So here's our on and off switch. Slow to fast. Reverse or forward, of course, to spin, to ply. And I'm going to spin this around a bit. It's got storage for the two bobbins here, and they flip up and they become a lazy Kate. Turn that around. Here's a dry band. There's an extra dry band in the case. You can see the tensioner over here. That rubber band looks like it's probably going to need some replacing soon. And here is the motor, the connections to the motor, and the 3-prong plug. And there's a little knob over here. Not really sure what that is for. A little opening. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it on. Okay, so right now the dial's turned all the way down. And I'm going to start to turn it up for you so that you can see it turning. Okay, so other than the fact that it is electric, it's going to operate just like any other spinning wheel. I'm going to take the dry band off. I'm going to lift it up and take the bobbin away. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to put the other bobbin on. I don't know who was spinning, when it was last spun, or what have you, but I'm going to go ahead and practice on the machine and complete that. It's a nice tight band. There we go. That's on there. And I'll figure out what I did with the orifice hook. There we go. There's our orifice hook. Okay. There we go. Got that guy. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that through. And basically it is ready for spinning. Make sure all this is nice and tight. I feel like I wanted to tighten the flyer on. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh. Actually, it feels like it's a lot of tension on it. So let me go ahead and make that adjustment. Okay, that looks good to me, as far as I can tell. And I'm pretty sure the adjustments, you know, just like any other way, you make the adjustments as you spin. Okay, so I've got some roving here by whoever the previous person was who spun. So it's on and it's moving really slow, which is good for me because I'm still getting my bearings straight. I'm going to turn up slow. It's a little clanky, so I'm going to switch it off. Just a little bit of adjustment. And now that I've made adjustments to the flyer, it was a little loose up here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start it off again. I'm going to start it off slow. Going to make sure I'm getting good twist. Then I'm slowly going to crank it up. Well, that didn't seem like it was slow, but it was. Cranking it up to what would be my normal and what's appropriate for this particular fiber. I'm going to tighten the tension. I need more uptake. And I'm doing this semi-worsted because I'm not stopping the twist from going up. This is pretty nicely drafted, and it's appropriate. Okay, and I'm still not halfway at the fast. I'm just like halfway, not quite halfway. So I'm wondering what fast is going to be like, because this is pretty fast for me. And basically, I could go on like this for a while. And I could probably put this on higher speed. It would turn pretty much like 16 minutes into like 30 seconds. And you could pretty much watch the whole process. So let me go ahead and do that. So that was about a half an hour worth of work condensed down to about 30 seconds. And I'm finished. I'll probably wind this off and ply it, or ply with some thread or something. I don't know. It's just kind of some random fiber that was here. So I enjoy this. It's a neat little machine. Basic, very easy to use. Pretty much spins very well. I can't really tell you how much this costs. I probably should have looked it up prior to, but I haven't really been much in the market for electric spinners, e-spinners. I don't really have a need for one, but if you do and you happen to run into something like this, it's nice. Seems to have a nice motor. Seems to turn very nicely. Very easy to operate. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. If you would just click that like button, that would be great if you like the video. If you don't like the video, well, hopefully you can find something else on my channel that you like. Thanks for my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and make sure to click the little bell to receive notifications. And if you have any other questions about the Roberta, just go ahead and put it in the comments and I will see what I can find out. Have a great day.